Welcome to Consumer Connection. My name is Susan Jones, Branch Manager with Fairfax County Consumer Affairs. Today our guest is Christopher J. Falcon, Clerk to the Court. Welcome, Chris.
Good morning, Susan. Thanks for having me on today.
Today's topic is on the Clerk to the Court, current scams involving the Fairfax County Circuit Court, and what can we do to protect ourselves. So Chris, before we dive in, will you remind us how the Virginia court system is organized?
Absolutely. So Virginia's judicial system consists of 4 levels of court. Starting at the ground level, closest to the people, are the district courts, and those are the General District Court and the Juvenile and Domestic Relations District Court. Next up is my court, the Circuit Court, which is the trial court of record in Virginia. Then there's the Virginia Court of Appeals, and at the very top is the Virginia Supreme Court. So the Virginia Circuit Court system is composed of 31 judicial circuits with 120 separate circuit courts in the various counties and cities of the Commonwealth. There are more than 2,600 people, including judges, clerks such as myself, deputy clerks, magistrates, and support staff that work in the judicial branch with the goal of providing the citizens of the Commonwealth of Virginia with access to the court.
Definitely a lot of courts.
Yes, there are.
All right, so how does Fairfax County Circuit Court fit into this?
So the Fairfax Circuit Court is the 19th Judicial Circuit, and it serves the people of Fairfax County and the city of Fairfax. It is the largest and busiest circuit in the entire Commonwealth. For comparison, the 17th Judicial Circuit, where I worked for almost a decade, serves Arlington County and the city of Falls Church. The 18th Judicial Circuit, right next door, serves the city of Alexandria. So the Circuit Court is the trial court with the broadest powers in Virginia. We handle most civil cases with claims over $25,000. We share authority with the General District Court for matters involving claims between $4,500 and $25,000, and in civil cases for personal injury and wrongful death up to $50,000. The Circuit Court also has the authority to hear serious criminal cases referred to as felonies. And our court also handles family and domestic matters, including divorce. In addition, we hear cases that are appealed from the General District Court, including traffic and landlord and tenant cases, as well as appeals from the Juvenile and Domestic Relations District Court involving custody, visitation, child support, and other family matters. So as the trial court of record, we hold the jury trials, and we select folks randomly selected from potential jurors from voter registration lists. Last year alone, we sent out over 70,000 jury questionnaires to the people and the residents of Fairfax County and the city of Fairfax. And this year, we will be sending out over 75,000 jury questionnaires. So there's more. The Circuit Court also files land records, including deeds on all property sales in Fairfax County and the city of Fairfax. So anytime real property changes hands and anytime real property is paid off in either residential or commercial settings, our office is responsible for recording those transactions. We also handle the registrations of wills and the settling of estates for people who pass away in Fairfax County. So there's a lot that's happening in our office, as you've heard.
It definitely sounds like it. So that was very helpful. Thank you. So how about your office? What exactly is the clerk of the court, and what do you do?
I get that question a lot. So the clerk of the Circuit Court is a constitutional office. I was elected to an 8-year term. The clerks all over Virginia and all localities run for an 8-year term, and we are selected by the voters of our locality. So in my case, that was Fairfax County and the city of Fairfax. I handle administrative matters for the Circuit Court, and I have the authority to probate wills, which are in the official proving and recording of a will is what it's referred to as probating it, as well as granting the administration of estates. I also manage the staff and the day-to-day operations at the Circuit Court. The clerk is also the custodian of the court's records. We also issue marriage licenses and qualify marriage officiants. By code, we have over 800 duties. So one of my other main responsibilities that I'm very fond of is we administer the oaths of office to public officials, including recently to our new police officers and sworn sheriff's deputies who graduated from the Fairfax Criminal Justice Academy. So there's a lot.
There's a lot, yes. So how big a problem are scams and fraud at the Circuit Court?
I'm glad you asked. It is a major, major problem. There has been a noticeable increase in reported scams involving the court. These are jury duty scams, property theft, and deed fraud scams. In terms of deed fraud, we are getting multiple calls per week from concerned residents in Fairfax County and the city of Fairfax who are finding their properties listed for sale online or out of concern that someone will pose as them and attempt to sell their property. This is a serious threat to our community. We have one property alone in Fairfax that has had multiple buyers potential buyers reach out to them due to a fraudulent listing that they found online. And in that case, the homeowner had to hire an attorney to file a notice on the property record with us to notify the world that this property is not for sale and to contact the owner's attorney if they have any questions. So if you can believe that, jury scams are also a huge problem. The jury scams are not new, but are sadly still happening very frequently. And we see it a lot, especially around this time of year when we are going to be sending out tens of thousands of jury questionnaires to the people.
And of course, our office has received a lot of those type of calls, and people are scared that they miss jury duty and do they have to pay. And so yes, it definitely is a problem. So how does the jury duty scam actually work?
So here's how it works. The resident receives a call or an email from someone that is identifying themselves as either a sheriff's deputy, a police officer, or court personnel. And they tell the person that they've missed jury duty or missed court, and that there is a citation or open arrest warrant for them. So sometimes the caller may sound professional and change their speaking style over the phone call, and they tend to get more intimidating and more aggressive as the call progresses. They will attempt to keep you on the phone as long as possible to keep you from verifying whether it's a legitimate call or not. They will also attempt to make you pay off the warrant over the phone or even direct you to purchase a gift card. So the gift card scams is also another one. They are known for spoofing caller ID numbers as well to make it seem like they're calling from a legitimate government office. This is a 100% scam, folks. Please, we will never call you to say you've missed jury duty. We will never ask you for your personal information or ask for monetary transactions over the phone. If that happens, that is not us. The Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, reports that some scammers are also directing victims to a fake government website to gather personal information. It's very disturbing.
So what can people do to protect themselves from these scams?
I'm glad you asked. So we ask people to take these 3 steps. Step 1, do not respond to these calls or messages. Hang up on them. Also, do not click on any links from unknown sources. Step 2, independently verify the truth of the communication. Call the circuit court directly if you have any questions about your jury duty status. Our phone number is 703-246-4111. Step 3, report it to authorities and share the news with your friends, family, neighbors, and coworkers about these types of scams. We are also working with the county's Department of Tax Administration, DTA, and the Department of Information Technology, DIT, to develop a property alert system. I'm very excited about this. This will be something that's available for Fairfax County residents, and it's an alert system where property owners can choose to enroll and receive an e-notification if there's anything filed on their property record that is held with the court. Once that comes out, I highly encourage people to enroll in this free program.
And I can honestly say I'm excited. As a property owner in Fairfax County, you wonder, if I'm going to wake up one day and somebody's sold my property, and what am I going to do? So
especially now that it's happening more frequently as well.
Yes. So good information. Are there any new or emerging scams that our viewers might not have heard about yet?
Absolutely. So I just heard about this one last week. The newest one we're seeing are judgment lien scams. And it's when the parties have previously had a judgment or a federal tax lien and have since paid off their liens. And they have been already released in our records, actually. So the bad actors, the fraudsters in these cases, are sending them a scam letter requesting the funds to be paid off through them to release their liens. We've been starting to see these, and we're forwarding them directly to the Fairfax County Police Department, who has a property division.
So what can people do to protect themselves from these scams?
So the Fairfax Circuit Court has procedures to verify the authenticity of documents that are submitted for land records transactions. while this does not eliminate the possibility of fraud, it does add an extra layer of scrutiny. So credit to the Circuit Court Land Records team. They're doing an incredible job, and they work really, really hard to protect our residents for looking out for some of these red flags with potentially fraudulent deeds. And now these lien payoff scams that we're seeing. So as mentioned, the Fairfax Circuit Court is also developing the property alert system. We expect to make this service available to the Fairfax County residents, property owners in 2026. So keep an eye out for information about this free service that's coming out soon. Until then, property owners can do two simple things. One is monitor and review your property records through our locality's tax administration website. And two, stay aware of the current scams. That's why I'm out here today, so that you won't be fooled when these fraudsters attempt to scam you. The Fairfax County government webpage has a page that's dedicated to the latest scams. Also, I know I've said this, but I'm going to say it again. Please remember, the Circuit Court does not call you threatening arrest or demanding money over the phone. It is not us. Hang up if that happens.
So how else are you getting the message out about these scams?
So in addition to posting information on the Circuit Court page and also on social media, we've developed brochures, and I have them here today. These provide more information about the latest scams, and we are distributing these to residents at community events that we've been participating in, like the AARP Scam Jam, where I know we met. At the Scam Jam held in April, we and other organizations joined AARP Virginia and the Fairfax County Silver Shield anti-scam campaign at Northern Virginia's Community College Ernst Community Center to spread the word to the community on how we can protect ourselves, protect older adults from fraud, abuse, and exploitation. In addition, we were joined by the FBI at the Scam Jam, who we've partnered with to investigate and then hopefully prosecute the scammers. In the future, we look forward to being present at more community events to educate the public on the Circuit Court services and how to protect themselves from these scams.
And I can say Consumer Affairs is always happy to bring those brochures at any of our events, because we do think it's important for everyone, and especially our seniors.
We'll get them to you.
Thank you. So does the Circuit Court have any new initiatives that we should be aware of?
Yes, I'm so excited to talk about this. So next month, the Fairfax Circuit Court, in partnership with Franconia District Supervisor Rodney Lusk and our Commonwealth's Attorney Steve Descano, we will be holding our first ever Fairfax County Expungement Clinic, and it will be held at the Hybla Valley Community Center on Saturday, September 13th from 9 a.m. to noon. And we will have volunteer pro bono lawyers who will be on site to help. So expungement is a law in Virginia that allows people to petition the court to remove charges from their record for things that they were not convicted of, that they were not found guilty of. These charges can be a major barrier to finding a job, to getting credit or housing. So I'm very proud to be organizing this clinic with the partners that I've mentioned, as well as Fairfax County Neighborhood Community Services, NCS, my friends at NCS, thank you, OAR, and the Fairfax County NAACP. In fact, the NAACP will be holding a voter registration drive on the day of the clinic. So the filing fee on expungements is normally $86, but at this event, it will be sponsored. So people who sign up early and bring the required documents that they need, they will be able to take advantage of that service. There are limited spaces available though, so sign up early, folks. I know we're running the link on there, but only charges from Fairfax County or the City of Fairfax are eligible for expungement. Additional information about how to sign up for this important event can be found on the Fairfax Circuit Court website, which is www.fairfaxcounty.gov/circuit.
So any final thoughts for our audience?
Yes, so my advice, folks, is stay vigilant. The scams are nonstop. I had an email last week that was pretending to be from a former fellow nonprofit board member being sent to me. It used all of our names. It used our positions with the nonprofit board. It was very sophisticated. This was a scam. And in general, folks, don't click on links on emails that you don't recognize. Don't share your personal information over the phone, over text, over email. And most importantly, share what you've learned. We can reduce the effectiveness of these scams if we talk to each other, if we raise awareness. And then lastly, Susan, just thank you again for giving me this opportunity to talk about the scams that are affecting our community. It is an important topic, and I appreciate the chance to talk to you about it with your viewers.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. Great information on the services at the Fairfax County Circuit Court. Now, if you have a consumer issue, please contact us at 703-222-8435. You can like us on Facebook at Fairfax County Consumer Affairs, or visit our website at www.fairfaxcounty.gov/cableconsumer. Join us again for Consumer Connection. Have a great week.